Hello, and thank you for taking a few moments to allow us to share this quick presentation with you. My name is Jason Corrado, and I am the CEO of Como Health, LLC, doing business as 3Fifteen. Our group was fortunate enough to be awarded 5 medical marijuana dispensary licenses of a total available 192 from the state of Missouri on January 23, 2020. Each license was awarded based on a specific address in our application. The site which we are planning as our flagship location is the site we will be presenting here today. 5501 Chippewa Street, nestled between the Northampton and Southampton neighborhoods on historic Route 66. In this presentation, we would like to introduce ourselves and our business, the patients we serve, our plans for the location, and the benefits to your neighborhood and the local community. A little about us. We are comprised of a Missouri family as the majority and a few out-of-state operating partners. We have locations in several states that are branded differently: Virginia, Minnesota, Connecticut, and Michigan, to name a few. 3Fifteen in Missouri will be co-branded with our partners in Michigan. This article highlights that they conducted the first legal medical marijuana sale at one of their locations in the state of Michigan in October of 2018. The team is comprised of a host of professionals from diverse backgrounds who are all respected in their fields. We have the advice of attorneys in both Michigan and Missouri. Tommy Nofso, our chief legal officer, served as a prosecuting attorney in Detroit and as an assistant attorney general for Michigan's Alcohol and Gambling Enforcement Division. Tommy holds an MBA in addition to his Juris Doctor. Our partner, Colin Kelly, built, staffed, and managed all aspects of Leafline Labs, one of only 2 vertically integrated medical marijuana producers in the state of Minnesota. Colin has consulted with regulators in several states to aid in developing their regulations. Medical doctors with diverse clinical and practical experiences: Dr. Joseph Corrado, my father, being the former president of the Missouri State Medical Association and the American College of Surgeons Missouri chapter. John Johnson is a career pharmacist with 40 years experience. Kevin Gibbs is a former professional baseball player and our COO. Charlotte Corrado is a licensed Missouri appraiser and also our operations manager. I'm Jason Corrado, the CEO. I'm a Missouri licensed real estate broker. We have a community outreach as part of our corporate culture. The director, my sister, Jamie Corrado Jackson, is a mom with a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree from the prestigious Rhode Island School of Design. She's raising her family in the Southampton neighborhood just a few blocks south of Chippewa. We will expand on Jamie's role a little later. Most importantly, we have the help and training and experience of the partners who are currently operating an identical business model in multiple states. 3Fifteen has 5 licenses pending and 8 stores operational in Michigan. Their oldest licensed medical marijuana dispensary location has been operating for several years in Detroit. Other locations include Ann Arbor, Traverse City, Flint, Battle Creek, and Grand Rapids. As you can see, based on the thousands of reviews from both Leafly and Weed Maps, by far the most popular consumer search sites used to rate dispensaries, the 3Fifteen experience, from education to customer service to fair pricing, is highly rated by the patients that we serve. We look forward to serving this community. So who qualifies for a medical cannabis prescription, and what are the steps involved in getting the patient card? Well, first of all, the program is administered by the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services. The patient must have a documented qualifying condition diagnosed by a licensed physician or certain conditions diagnosed by a licensed psychiatrist in good standing with the state of Missouri. The patient must obtain a certification from the doctor who believes that the patient's condition may be helped with the use of medical cannabis. The patient then registers through the DHSS website, fills out the application, uploads the certification paperwork along with medical records, identification, and they pay a $25 fee. The state then reviews the application and has 30 days to approve or deny. If approved, the patient will be sent their medical card through the U.S. mail. The patient card must be recertified and renewed by DHSS each year at a fee of $25. Demographically, medical cannabis card holders are overwhelmingly Caucasian at 87%. 70% are full or part-time employed, 20% are retired or disabled, 97% have a high school diploma or equivalent, with 55% of those having an associate's degree or higher college equivalency. Patients are split nearly equally women to men. Security is a very important part of our plan for 315 at the Chippewa location. The state of Missouri mandates that we must have 24-hour monitored video of the interior and exterior of the building. We will maintain ample exterior lighting to deter crime and loitering after business hours. We will employ armed security personnel to check patients into the waiting area and to make sure that no one loiters outside or attempts to consume any products while on our property during the business operation hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Overnight security person will be hired to safeguard the building during non-business hours. No person shall be allowed to enter our sales floor without a valid Missouri patient card. Their identification and patient card will be checked by an armed security guard at the lobby entrance, and without valid credentials, they will be rejected from entering the premises. There is an exception for a caregiver or companion accompanying a patient with the proper credentials. After passing through the security checkpoint, a patient would enter the waiting area. Our waiting area is separated by a magnetically locked door from the sales floor. No one will see any product from the lobby or the waiting area or anywhere on the exterior of our building. Legitimate patients would be allowed on the sales floor once the ratio is 1-to-1. That is, one customer, one patient advocate, or one customer and a caretaker and one patient advocate. After the patient receives their prescription, they will exit to the parking lot, having been on camera from the time they arrive to the time they depart our property. The building has a large parking lot, deemed by the city codes to be adequate enough to handle the traffic expected for this size building, including adequate handicap accessibility. We do not foresee any increase in local traffic, as Chippewa is already handling over 8,300 cars per day. We have also found that offering patients the ability to order and pay for their medicine online has shown to cut down on the time that a person's vehicle occupies our parking lot. Many property owners are interested in the effect of a medical cannabis dispensary on property values and if there's a change in crime rates associated with this type of use in their neighborhoods. A 2019 survey by Lawrence Yun, chief economist for the National Association of Realtors, showed that 85% of surveyed found no change in their property value associated with the new dispensary opening in the neighborhood, with an equal 8% seeing an up and 8% seeing a decrease in property values. There are several Colorado studies that show an increase in property values, including studies by Colorado State University and the real estate marketing firm Clever. This trend also includes commercial real estate values seeing either an increase or no change in their value. Property values and saleability have traditionally been influenced by crime statistics as well. A MarketWatch study claimed no correlation between dispensary locations and an increase in violent crime. Crime drops by 13% in areas with a medical cannabis dispensary. Safety measures in cash handling and armored car transportation services who handle this business, coupled with video security, deter nearby criminal activity. Studies show medical cannabis dispensaries generally increase a neighborhood's walkability score due to their increased building security. The location is a gem. This iconic building has been known as the world headquarters of Walter Knoll Florists since its construction in 1950. This architecturally unique building totals 7,500 square feet under roof. 1,500 square feet of this building is a greenhouse. We intend to give the exterior a cleaned up look with new exterior siding and clean modern signage. We are looking at $300,000 to $400,000 that we will be spending on improvements at the building. As I mentioned before, we plan to make this our flagship location, which means higher end finishes such as tile flooring and solid surface countertops, a wheelchair height sales counter and ADA compliant customer restrooms. Our concept is very modern, with large screens offering our daily specials. Purchasing is all done via iPad, with orders being packaged in the back and handed up through a small window. This allows patient advocates to concentrate one-on-one with patients on the floor. We strive to create a clean, comfortable, and safe space for our patients to purchase their prescribed medicine. This concept is working very well at several locations in Michigan right now. We intend to establish a community vegetable and herb garden free for use by the neighborhood in the attached 1,500 square foot greenhouse. We also have space for a community room which is attached to the greenhouse. This room can be reserved for classes, meetings, and small gatherings by members of the local neighborhood. I told you earlier we'd get back to Jamie Jackson. Jamie's experience includes creating field trips for the Field Trip Factory and travel experiences for SelectItaly.com. She will organize and manage the garden, the classes, and programs as our community outreach director and the local Northampton and Southampton resident expert. We are excited to become a member of your neighborhood and your community, and we welcome your suggestions and requests as to what classes and events you would like to see from this unique community space. Finally, we want to highlight that we will need to hire up to 15 patient advocates, security personnel, managers, cleaning and maintenance crews, all roles that would be open to residents of the neighborhood first. And to finish this presentation, when it comes down to the unprecedented economic shutdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic, medical cannabis dispensaries have been deemed an essential business in every state that it is legal. We humbly ask for your goodwill and the opportunity to build our business in your beautiful and vibrant neighborhood. Please allow us to be the economic driver and the good neighbor you have hoped for at 5501 Chippewa, that we know 315 can be. Thank you, and we appreciate your support.